Mortimer, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, Teofimo Lopez, the Takeover, the former 2-division lineal champion, is going to challenge his friend and the WBA welterweight champion of the world, Roly Romero, August 22nd, T-Mobile Arena. Yes, it's official. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez and Roly Romero, friends that are willing to throw down and fight, unlike Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis playing that weak-ish, having their friendship keep themselves away from fighting each other and enhancing their greatness or their potential greatness. But shout out to Teofimo Lopez and Roly Romero. I think that Teofimo Lopez is going to whoop Roly Romero, even though that I respect Roly Romero. He is a fighter, you know what I'm saying, but not better than Teofimo Lopez. I always say when Teofimo Lopez mentally is 100% and his physical ability and intellect is coexisting at the highest level, ain't nobody could beat Teo when Teo is right. Yes, and that includes anybody in the respective division that he campaigns in. When Teo is right, nobody beats him. I wholeheartedly believe that. I know that his blemishes, it's hard for people to take in that opinion, but it is what it is. If there's anybody of this generation that have proved the people wrong, it has been Teofimo Lopez. If it's anybody in this generation that have hit the top, went rock bottom, raise up again, has been Teofimo Lopez. And I believe that after his loss with Shakur Stevenson, he's going to rise up when he beats Roly Romero August 22nd. It's going to be a tough fight. Look, these guys know each other in the ring. They have sparred. They have trained with one another. I don't think it doesn't mean that it's going to be comfortable for Teofimo Lopez, because he even once said that he don't even like to spar Roly Romero because how he's dirty and dirty, awkward, and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So what Roly Romero needs to do in August 22nd is do what bothers Teofimo Lopez or what irritates Teofimo Lopez and a lot of these fighters. His awkwardness, a little bit dirtiness. I think he got to throw a little bit of a foul shot here and there. You know what I'm saying? It is a fight in the end of the day. Don't go too far from it. And I think that he could, frustrate Teofimo Lopez a little bit if you want to play that rough game. But I think that Teofimo Lopez could adjust to a Roly Romero. I think stylistically, a fight with Roly Romero I think caters to Teofimo Lopez style. And I think that Teofimo Lopez is just going to pick him apart, just like he did Josh Taylor. And I believe that Josh Taylor is a better fighter than a Roly Romero. But it doesn't matter about who's better, who's good, who's elite when it comes to a Teofimo Lopez, because again, Teofimo Lopez, if his mind is not right, could lose to fighter that is, below his level. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people do bring the George Camboso situation. So a guy like Teofimo Lopez can't overlook anybody. He's very, very talented, but can't overlook anybody. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing, but I believe that Teofimo Lopez will beat Roly Romero. I think the style of Roly Romero, is like it's easy for Teo, in my opinion. I think he could beat Roly Romero like a Gervonta Tank Davis beat Roly Romero, or he could beat Roly Romero like he beat Arnold Barboza. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about this fight. Now, a lot of people is talking about what is this Prime, Amazon, and DAZN collaboration? Who is Teofimo Lopez signed? Well, remember, Todd the Buff, Top Rank's president, had a recent interview where he stated that Teofimo Lopez is still under Top Rank. That's what Todd the Buff said in his latest interview with the Boxing Voice. So it's kind of weird where Teofimo Lopez is at. You know what I'm saying? Rumors in the industry says that he has probably one more fight, 2 to 1 more fight under Top Rank, and then he's really, really free. And maybe that's the reason why he couldn't secure that SUFA exclusive promotional deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know that, but that's Todd the Buff did say that Teofimo Lopez is still under Top Rank. But it seemed like Teofimo Lopez and his team, shout out to Keith Connolly, the best manager in the sport of boxing, that he has almost like creative control. Like he could do whatever he want, he could fight wherever he want, but Top Rank is still gonna probably take a percentage out of Teofimo Lopez, and that's I don't know what type of agreement do they have. Top Rank couldn't control Teofimo Lopez. He felt like Top Rank was doing him wrong in instances and things of that nature, and I think they worked out a deal where they would let Keith Connolly and Teofimo Lopez run the career, and wherever they could go to ring, they could do business with Turkey, they could do business with PBC, and I think that's the reason why it's also Amazon Prime and DAZN, knowing that Top Rank signed to DAZN. But they also have Earl Spence versus Tim Tszyu on DAZN and Prime Amazon. So I'm not sure how the money is going to be facilitated, but I hope that this is the last fight that he's still in cahoots with Top Rank, and that he could really move forward, maybe with Sufa and really be free from a promotional contract, so he can move into another promotional contract if he wants to. It seems like this is just this is a strictly network deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, Keith Connolly is a mastermind, so I know that he got Teofimo Lopez in great position for legacy, for empowerment as well after the Top Rank situation. But I think this is a great fight, great opportunity for Teofimo Lopez to rise back up. A great opponent, respectable opponent. You know what I'm saying? Roly Romero is coming off a great win versus Ryan Garcia. You know, so you can't knock what Roly Romero has done. You know, Roly Romero's resume is up to par. He's willing to fight everybody. You know, there may be people that think that Roly Romero is going to beat Teofimo Lopez. I think that Teofimo Lopez stylistically is better. I think that he's going to be motivated and inspired to get back to where he used to be. I think that Teofimo Lopez does work good when his back is against the wall. I know I'd said the same thing with the Shakur Stevenson, but I think you know, Teofimo Lopez is truly trying to take control of his life outside of the ring, and when he does that, then he puts himself in better position inside of the ring. That's the only thing that has altered, that has phased the mental strength of Teofimo Lopez. It's not boxing. It's not what goes in the ring, but what goes outside of the ring. And I think when he handles what goes outside of the ring, his circle has to be the extension of his goals and his purpose. We're gonna see some great things. We're gonna see some great things from Teofimo Lopez. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez. Shout out to Roly. Shout out to PBC, DAZN, Keith Connolly, everybody that's gonna showcase this fight. And I got Teo winning. I got Teo rising again into the cream of the crop, and then we're gonna see a unification bout with him and probably Devin Haney, him and Ryan Garcia early next year. Let me know what y'all think. So the Four Kings is still back in play. The Four Kings Fab Five is still back in play. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people should be patient. I think the fights that we all been wanting to see is going to come through fruition with legacy on the line. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you. God bless.